Let me ask you a question. Have you discovered your life purpose? Have you found that thing that you would like to do for the rest of your life? Yes, today I'm going to share 5 questions that will help you on how to discover your life purpose. We all know there's a reason we were put on this planet, but unless you actually dig deep and find out what it is, then guess what? You will never bring it to fruition. So, straight away, let's go into the questions that will help you discover your life purpose. The first question is, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Really think about this question. See, one of the most important lessons for you to learn is, for you to discover your life purpose, you gotta find out something that you do if you are guaranteed 100% success. Why is this question so important? Because most of the time, what we do is we don't go after our goals and dreams because we think we are going to fail. Fear of failure is one of the number one reasons that people don't go after their goals and dreams. They're worried, what if something doesn't work out? So imagine if whatever you're going to do, you will be 100% successful. What's that one thing that you would do if you knew without a shadow of a doubt that you wouldn't fail? Can you imagine what you'll be pursuing? So write that question down. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Why is this question so important? Because it's going to open your imagination. Because sometimes when we're writing our goals and dreams, our vision, things we're passionate about, we are stopped because we think, oh, how am I going to achieve this? So for you to discover your life purpose, you just gotta use your imagination with a mindset. What if I was known? What if I was going to do this and 100% pass? So what would you do if you knew you could not fail at all? So that answer you come up with, guess what? That could be your life purpose. That answer you come up with, that could be your life calling. So I want you to really, really take some quiet time and ask yourself that question over and over and over again. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Question number 2. What are you passionate about? What's that one thing that you just love so much? You can't stop thinking about it. So one of the most important things I've realized in people who live in their calling, people who live in their life purpose, are very passionate about the things they do. We all know Michael Jackson was passionate about singing. We all know Les Brown is passionate about inspiring and motivating people to go after their goals and dreams. We all know Michael Jordan was very passionate about basketball, even when he was told he would never become a great at basketball. See, when you look at all these great achievers, they're very, very passionate about the things they do. So I want you to really take some time and ask yourself, what are you passionate about? You know that thing you're very passionate about, that thing you wake up thinking about, that thing you think about all day, and sometimes just before you go to bed, sometimes that thing that wakes you up in the middle of the night. That's something you gotta pay close attention to, because guess what? It might just be what your life purpose is. It might just be the reason you were put on this planet. Question number 3. What would you do if you knew you had all the money in the world? I want you to really think about it. Besides fear, most people don't go after their goals and dreams because guess what? They are worried, on how they're going to pursue their goal and dream without money. And we all know, most of us, yes, we need the money to pursue our goals and dreams. So what would you do if you had all the money in the world? Would you go and study that course in something you want to become a professional at? Would you hire a coach so that you can develop those skills in something that you would like to pursue for the rest of your life? Think about it. If you had all the money in the world, what's the thing that you would do? See? If you take all that to the side and say, man, if money was not a problem, what would I be really doing? Because not most of us, we don't pursue our goals and dreams because we don't have the money. We don't see where we're going to get the money. Sometimes our dream requires so much money. So what would you do if you had all the money in the world? Question number 4. What are you naturally good at? What are you naturally good at? Or what comes natural to you? Really think about it. See, when we were kids, there's certain things that we just need naturally. They were just like, they just came natural to us. We didn't stress about them. We didn't use, something that comes natural. You don't need so much effort. It's flawless. You're in the zone when you're doing it. So what's that one thing that comes natural to you? Pele, Maradona, Messi, some of the greatest footballers in the world. Look at how they perform. Things just came natural to them, Whereas, if you're working so hard at something, sometimes you're forcing. Sometimes you're going to have to work 10, 20 times more than someone who's naturally good at something. So that's something that you're naturally good at. I want you to pay close attention to it, because guess what? That could be something that's your life purpose. And then the last question is, what did you used to like to do as a child? So this is going to take you back in your early stages when you were a child. What are some of the things that you like to do? When we were kids, that those things we like to do so much. In fact, when you hear most people that in that calling, when you ask them, some of them, most of them you say, oh, you know what? I never knew this is something I used to do, but maybe I came off track. Life got in the way. I got busy with my 9 to 5. But most of the time you'll find these people, they will go back to the things they used to do as a child. So think of something that you used to like to do as a child. Guess what? That could be your life purpose. Maybe start exploring it again. You never know. It might bring that back. It might bring back that spark of something that really gets you back alive. And it could be your life purpose. I'm not saying it is, but guess what? Unless you explore, you're not going to know that maybe this could have turned out to be my life purpose. So let's go through a recap of the 5 questions that will help you discover your life purpose. The first question was, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Question number 2, what are you passionate about? What are you passionate about? And question number 3 was, what would you do if you had all the money in the world? Question number 4, what comes natural to you? It's just flawless. You just get in the zone when you're doing it. You lose track of time. And lastly, but not the least, question number 5 is, what did you like to do so much when you were a child? So those are the first 5 questions that will help you discover your life purpose. Of course, there's so many more, and obviously I did a course on how to discover your life purpose. I'm going to put the link in the description below where I go into even more questions. So that was this video, and as always, please do me a favor, comment, subscribe, and Don't forget to hit that notification button. And if you like my videos as well, share them with a friend and a family. That was today's lesson on Come Be Inspired. Have a fantastic weekend. I love you, my fans. Mwah.